Autumn has arrived in the Mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They'll drop the throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
6-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
2-yard line.
They run it with Ballage. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kalen Ballage with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Now the try here for the point after. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Steelers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here's Hall. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On play action, they'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Balaj. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Kalen Balaj, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score, Ravens 7, Steelers nothing.
Now Balaj. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
No gain on the screen there at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know.
And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted by the Steelers.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Connor on first down, working his way forward for about 4 yards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 40-yard
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Ravens.
short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want it.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll make it third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense. We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun.
This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20 and down to the 19-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run here with Balaj. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Steelers.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Complete to number 88. It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Balaj. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Gonna give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Gets this one to Hill. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kalen Balaj with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
32. Steelers, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
37 yards.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
He was brought
only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 17.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 20.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11.
Williams on the tackle. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
He was taken.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 42.
And his kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
Let's go now. Rocco Leedy. No gain on this defense. No gain.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. They can't hang with us.
And they will take a knee here.
Today's final score.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Ravens, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.